He had exactly $7 in his pocket, a broken phone in his hand, and a note from his wife that said, "I can't do this anymore." But 3 years later, he was standing on a stage in front of 10,000 people. What changed everything? The answer will shake you. Welcome to my channel, my friend. If you are watching this video right now, I want you to know something very important. You did not open this by accident. Something inside you is looking for a sign, a push, a reason to believe that your life can still turn around. And today, I promise you, by the end of this story, you will feel it. So sit back, breathe deep, and listen carefully. Because what I am about to tell you might just be the moment that changes everything for you too. His name was David. He was 34 years old. He lived in a small city where nothing exciting ever happened. He worked at a warehouse lifting boxes for 10 hours a day. His back hurt. His hands were rough. His eyes were tired. And his heart was empty. David was not always like this. When he was young, he had big dreams. He wanted to build a business. He wanted to travel the world. He wanted to make his mother proud before she passed away. But life has a strange way of pulling us away from our dreams. One bill turns into 2. One mistake turns into 10. 1 year of struggle turns into 15. And before you know it, you wake up one morning and you don't recognize the person in the mirror anymore. That was David. Every morning he would wake up at 5, drink cheap coffee, put on the same old boots, and walk to the warehouse. He would come home at night, eat quietly, and go to sleep without saying much. His wife, Sarah, had been patient for years. She loved him. She believed in him. She kept telling him, "David, you are meant for more than this." But David had stopped believing her. He had stopped believing in himself. Then came that Tuesday. That one Tuesday that David will never forget as long as he lives. He came home from work tired and dirty, and the house was quiet. Too quiet. Sarah's shoes were not by the door. Her coat was not on the hook. On the kitchen table there was a folded piece of paper. He picked it up with shaking hands. The note said, "David, I love you, but I can't watch you disappear anymore. I need time. I hope you find yourself again." David sat down on the kitchen floor. He did not cry. He did not scream. He just sat there, staring at the wall. He reached into his pocket and pulled out his wallet. $7. That was all he had until Friday. His phone screen was cracked from where he had dropped it 2 weeks ago. His car was almost out of gas. His life felt like a house of cards that had just collapsed. For 3 days, David barely moved. He called in sick to work. He ate old bread and drank tap water. He did not answer his phone. He felt like he was drowning in a black ocean and no one was coming to save him. But on the 4th day, something happened. Something so small, so simple that most people would not even notice it. But this tiny moment, my friend, this is what changed everything. David was lying on the couch, staring at the ceiling, when he heard a bird outside his window. Just a small bird singing its little song. And for some reason, David got up and walked to the window. He watched that bird for a full minute. And he noticed something. The bird did not have a job. The bird did not have money. The bird did not know what tomorrow would bring. But the bird was singing. The bird was alive. The bird was doing the only thing it knew how to do, showing up for the day. And in that moment, David whispered to himself, "If a bird can show up, so can I." That was it. No lightning bolt. No angel from the sky. Just a bird, a window, and a broken man who decided to try one more time. David got up. He took a shower for the first time in 3 days. He shaved. He put on clean clothes. He went outside and walked to the corner store with his last $7, but he did not buy food. He bought a notebook and a pen. He came home, sat at his kitchen table, and he wrote on the first page in big letters, "Today I start again." Then he wrote 3 promises to himself. Only 3. He did not try to fix his whole life in one night. He just wrote 3 small things. Number 1, I will wake up at 5 every morning and read for 30 minutes. Number 2, I will walk for 1 hour every day, no matter what. Number 3, I will learn one new skill every month, even if I have to learn it from free videos online. That is it, 3 small things. That is what he promised himself. The next morning, David woke up at 5. He was tired. His body did not want to move, but he remembered the bird. He got up. He read for 30 minutes. Then he went for a walk in the cold morning air. When he came back, he sat down and started learning about something he had always been curious about: how to fix computers. He watched free videos. He took notes. He practiced on his own broken laptop. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Nobody noticed. Nobody clapped for him. Nobody sent him messages saying, "David, you are doing great." He did it alone, in silence, in the dark, when no one was watching. After 3 months, David had fixed 5 old computers he found at a thrift store. He sold them online. He made his first $300 from his new skill. He cried when the money came in. Not because it was a lot of money, but because for the first time in years, he had earned something with his own mind, not just his tired back. After 6 months, David quit the warehouse. He opened a small computer repair shop in his garage. Slowly, people in the neighborhood started coming to him. He was honest. He was cheap. He was fast. His name started spreading. Word of mouth is the most powerful marketing in the world, and David had earned it by being real. After 1 year, David had a real shop in town. He had 2 employees. He was making more money in 1 month than he used to make in 6 months at the warehouse. But here is the part of the story that will really touch your heart. One evening, David was closing his shop when a woman walked in. She looked tired. She was holding an old laptop and her hand was shaking. It was Sarah, his wife. She looked at him with tears in her eyes and said, "David, I have been watching you from far away. My sister told me everything. I did not want to interrupt your journey. I wanted you to become the man you were meant to be on your own. And you did it, David. You really did it." David walked around the counter. He held her hands, and he said, "Sarah, I did not do this to win you back. I did this because I finally understood something. I was waiting for the world to change so my life could change. But the world was never going to change. I had to change. And the moment I changed, everything else started to change with me." They hugged for a long time, and that night they went home together for the first time in over a year. 2 years later, David was invited to speak at a business conference. 10,000 people were in the audience. He walked onto the stage in a simple shirt and jeans. No fancy suit, no big introduction. He just held the microphone and said, "My name is David. 3 years ago, I had $7, a broken phone, and a note from my wife saying she could not do it anymore. Today, I run 3 shops, I employ 22 people, and I am back home with the woman I love. People ask me all the time what changed everything, and I always give them the same answer." He paused, the room was silent, then he said, "Nothing changed on the outside first. Everything changed inside me first. I stopped waiting. I stopped blaming. I stopped hoping someone would come and save me. I made 3 small promises to myself, and I kept them every single day, even when no one was watching. That is what changed everything. Not luck, not talent, not connections, just showing up like that bird outside my window one day at a time." The crowd stood up and clapped for a full 3 minutes. "Now listen to me, my friend. I am talking to you now. Yes, you, the person watching this video right now. Maybe your life feels heavy today. Maybe you feel like David felt on that kitchen floor. Maybe you have been carrying pain for so long that you have forgotten what hope feels like. But I want you to hear me clearly. You do not need a miracle. You do not need $1,000,000. You do not need everyone to believe in you. You just need 3 small promises, just 3. Wake up a little earlier. Learn something new every day. Take care of your body and your mind. Do these 3 things for the next 90 days without telling anyone. Do them in silence. Do them when you are tired. Do them when you feel like giving up. And I promise you, on everything I believe in, your life will begin to change. Because here is the truth that David learned, and the truth I want you to carry with you today. Your life will not change when your situation changes. Your life will change when you change. And the moment you change, your situation has no choice but to follow. So tell me, my friend, what is the one small promise you will make to yourself today? Write it in the comments below. Write it down on a piece of paper. Say it out loud in front of the mirror tonight. Because the story you just heard could easily be your story. All it takes is one bird, one window, one moment, and one decision to try again. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone.